Hey guys, welcome back. Excuse me. I'm just finishing up a last little bit of stuff here. Happy Sunday to y'all. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. I definitely got caught up on some sleep last night. I slept way past my normal quota, but I feel great, so... Yesterday was a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Miss Drummer Girl, good morning to you. Sorry, I was guzzling my coffee there. I'll try that again. Good morning, Miss Drummer Girl. Mmm. Yum, 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 yum. Hey, Shroom Girl, good morning to you. Although I realize some people it's going to be their afternoon or even evening. Hey, Terry, what's up? Good to see you. Leah, good morning, good morning. I'm really happy to see everybody this morning. Hey, Wanda, good morning. I kind of wish I had a little bowl of, like... I don't know what brand names are or anything, but they make these little chocolates. It's like dark chocolate, but it's like a real syrupy... it's still kind of liquid, but it's super, super thick. But it's like concentrated coffee. So you can actually pop one of these little candies in your mouth and enjoy a little bit of delicious chocolate. And you get coffee, essentially. It's like, I think, a half a cup of coffee worth of coffee in one piece. So I know we don't have teleportation, abilities yet in the world. But, you never know. I mean, in a decade from now, we might be able to tell our robot, hey, go take so-and-so this piece of chocolate real quick. Anyway, yeah. I just think about that every Sunday morning when I'm signing on. Like, I wish I could give you all just something sweet. Something to say good morning. And welcome to the stream. Hey, Dee Dee, good morning to you. So yeah, Terry, I meant to ask you about that. You mentioned you were visiting your brother yesterday. I really hope everything is going good there. Yeah, absolutely, Terry, and good to hear he's doing better. Definitely good to hear. I got you covered too, Dee Dee. About a half a bar left sitting here. I started eating it last night, and then I realized it was way too late at night to be eating such a thing, so I quit half bar. And I was like, well, that could be emergency chocolate for tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, let's see, we're about 5 minutes, yeah. I guess I can go ahead and figure out where we're going here. Vah Naboris, I think that starts with Princess. And yeah, there's a lot of to-dos. I really enjoy the Divine Beast here in Gerudo. But it's a bit extensive, like, there's a lot of milk runs you have to go do. There's another milk run I'm going to add to that because I really want the rubber armor. And I kind of made the decision last night as I was rethinking this whole thing. I do want to go over to Thunderblight Plateau and get that done. So that'll probably happen after I raid the Yiga Clan hideout. And that'll break that up just a little bit. You know, Terry, it really is. We have an amazing group of people here. Definitely appreciate that camaraderie. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way and get this party started. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. Couldn't do it without y'all. Toodles. Alright, so, funny stories. Here's what happened. So remember yesterday how I was playing the game and I was ignoring the low battery warning? Ignoring, you know, like Link is falling asleep here. I'm like, yeah, that's a problem for another day. So I finished the stream, it did not completely die. Like, okay. Fast forward to this morning, I'm starting to set up and I push the power button on my Pro Controller and the switch isn't turning on. I'm like, huh, that's weird. So I get up and I go over there, it's plugged in, you know, the switch has everything it needs to be successful. I take the thing out of the docking station, put it back in the docking station, cannot get it to turn on. And then I look at the top of the controller, and there's no little lights flashing as I'm pushing buttons. And then all of that from yesterday started sinking in. I was like, oh, yeah. I never plugged it in. So somehow it actually finally completely died after I finished the stream and turned it off yesterday. Yeah, just crazy. Like, I literally used it right up until its very last breath. Because we're playing Breath of the Wild. Toodles. I just felt like I had to share. Alright guys, so yeah. Let's get this party started. Really nice to be able to come together on a Sunday morning and have a little Breath of the Wild fun here. It's always a good day for a little bit of Zelda action. Welcome back, folks. Wow. Not quite sure what that was all about. Welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. Guys, it's time to do Divine Beast Vah Naboris. Now, guys, this is quite an extensive questline here. It's not going to be a quick in and out. There's a lot of to-dos here. So the first thing we're going to have to go do is talk to the princess here. Make sure you're wearing your girl's clothing, aka the Gerudo clothes, I guess. This way we can get into Gerudo Town and we can actually go talk to the princess. Once we speak to the princess, she's going to send us on a bit of a journey. We're going to have to talk to some NPCs here in town. We're going to have to go way out of our way to the Yiga Clan hideout, which is way the heck up here. And I like to enter that just kind of going up the gullet here. So I guess I'll put my pin right by that shrine. Booyah. And then after we're done with all that fun, we got to come back to Gerudo Town, speak to the princess one more time. Then from there, we're going to go with her, and we're going to go tame the beast. Once we get all that done and squared away, we can actually go into the Divine Beast, and then we can finally do Divine Beast Vah Naboris. So in the middle of all that, somewhere between doing the Yiga Clan hideout and doing the beast taming, I'm going to break away just for a moment. Guys, it's really important to have the rubber armor. So if you do not already have the rubber armor set, you're going to want to go and take just a few minutes and go do that. So you can get 2 right down here in the rainforest. There's going to be 1 piece right on top of the stable here. You have to find a metal axe, use your magnesis, or just simply pick it up to relocate it. And then you'll have to go down and talk to the NPC that's tending to the horses. Now, you can only talk to her by day because she sleeps at night. And once you do, you know, she'll be happy you took care of the metal thing up there, and she'll give you 1 of the pieces. The next one is right over here. Now, this is going to be encased in like a weird volcanic-looking structure. What you have to do is climb to the top of that and put something metal down up there to attract the lightning. And, you know, it might take a few minutes, but sooner or later that's going to catch. It will send lightning down. It will blow up the fake mountain. You'll be able to go into that shrine and get another piece. The third and final piece of the rubber armor is going to be the Thunder Plateau. Again, guys, it's a bit out of our way, but it's worth it. This is going to make your fist fight with Thunderblight Ganon like 100 times easier. Like, you don't even know. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to go out of our way for that. And there's a whole to-do here, and I'll definitely walk you through that as we go. So guys, before I get into all that fun stuff, if you wouldn't mind taking a real quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment. I always appreciate those things. And with that, let's get into this. Yeah, Dee Dee, it really was. It really was. My controller deserves a raise. Oh, absolutely, Terry. Absolutely. I really do try to keep up with comments. I don't always promise I get to them every day, but 90% of the time I'm on there just about every day, you know, keeping up with that. Normally, the only time I really can't is if I'm driving, you know, or something's going on where I don't really have good connectivity. But, yeah, definitely appreciate the comments, and I'm always happy to respond. Alright, guys, so go ahead and enter the palace. Riju!
Yet another traveler. How did you get in here?
I'm a ninja.
Oh. Seems you have something rather interesting there.
Boliora! I remember her from TOTK. I was struggling with reading her name during one of my bloopers. And I think I finally landed on the Aurora Borealis. Or something. Shutting up now. Thanks for your patience there, guys. I was trying to thumb through those a little slowly, so if folks wanted to slow the video down and read that, they could actually do that. So yeah, good deal there, Wanda. I'm glad you got your Switch too. You'll be able to play Ocarina of Time whenever it launches. I'm still thinking probably November time frame. And that seems to be what all the latest rumors are saying also. Of course, time will tell, but still going to be a little ways off there. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Ah, gotcha, Wanda. Yeah, there's a little bit of a setup process there. But the nice thing is it transfers all your data over, games and everything. It was really user-friendly. And very automated. Alright guys, so once you get all that cutscene stuff done with Princess Riju there and Boreala, go ahead and go right next door here. There's going to be a whole bunch of NPCs just hanging out. And this is the droid you're looking for right here. I'm with you, Leah. I really am. Like, every time I think about it, my mouth literally starts watering and my toes start wiggling. I'm like, man, I have not played this game in literal decades. I cannot wait to replay that game on a modern graphics card. Like, you have no idea. Well, you probably do, but yeah, definitely excited for it. Okay, I guess that lizard isn't back yet. So anyway, now that we're done talking to... I didn't even get her name. Aki or something like that. And now I happen to have a fast travel point here, but if you don't, that's okay. Just travel due north out of Gerudo town. Matter of fact, you might want to place a pin kind of sort of in that general direction, just left and down. Because that's more or less where we're heading in a more direct fashion. Because once you get to this area, you have to kind of go in through like a hallway area. So if you try to go straight for that dot, you're going to just be like on some kind of ground. You're not going to know what's going on. So anyway, yeah, just go ahead and head for your pin. But since I have that fast travel point, I'll just make quick work of this. Yeah, Terry, you're going to be in for a treat. It was one of the better Zelda games out there. Like, I mean, they're all awesome games in their own right. But Ocarina of Time really started opening things up a little bit. It was not open world entirely, but it had open world spaces, and it really just... Having the Ocarina, you know, playing the different songs to get different effects, it was just amazing. Really loved my game. That was one I was really able to sink my teeth into. So yeah, I'm definitely glad they're remaking that one. Out of all the Zelda games, I guess that was probably the right one to remake at this day and age. Because, you know, you try to play an old game like that, and looking at the old graphics after you've gotten the new stuff, and, you know, you tend to get a little spoiled, so to speak. So, you know, trying to go backwards and play an old school game like that, and you're just looking at it, and you're like, yeah. You know, it was fun for its time, but it's not that exciting to me, you know, fast forwarding to 2026. I actually tried to replay, what's that other one, the more recent, Twilight Princess. And same thing, I could not get into the graphics. I was like, you know, I loved this game, I replayed this game many times over, and wow, here I am, you know, just not able to get into it. So, yeah, Ocarina of Time was probably the best bet. Now the next one I'm looking for a remake on is going to be Twilight Princess. But I would want them to open the world up more. That would be cool. Granted, it had open world areas, but it wasn't, you know, completely open world. So yeah, I would like to see, like, a Twilight Princess with an open world concept. Absolutely. So I guess it would have to be a little bit different in that respect, but I'd be okay with that. Oh, so you see the way I'm handling these Yiga here? Honestly, I just like stasis. It's easy. I'm just sitting here jibber-jabbering. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I did all of that on autopilot, by the way. And I don't think we're done yet. I think there's more Yiga coming up. Oh, we're going to need No, scratch that. Those bows are actually kind of garbagey. I'm not a fan. Oh, I guess that was it. Awesome, Terry. I'll definitely be playing that on stream. I'll be doing that live. Right from the moment I crack the game, I'm just going to turn it on and dive right in. I'm doing it all live. Like, I cannot wait. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm glad to see you guys are all excited for that game. Like, hopefully I'll be done with the Master Mode play here before November. Alright, guys. Once you get into this room, all the flags need to go. There's not necessarily going to be something behind all said flags, but there are a lot of goodies, so I just like to get them all burned, all out of the way. That's just kind of like my process. And I like to use this garbage bow, so I'm not wrecking a good bow on such nonsense. And if you don't have fire arrows, you're okay. You can actually just... Excuse me. You can actually just use regular arrows and light them on all these torches. It'll catch your arrow on fire, then you can shoot your arrow. Get rid of that. Get my phonics bow back, absolutely. You're gonna get some bats coming out. Random spots here. A lot of bat wing materials for sure. We good? Oh yeah, I suppose you could also pick up the torch and just walk around and burn all the flags that way. So you wouldn't even technically need to trash a bow. Alright, so anyway, yeah, just check all these little nooks and crannies. There's going to be something fun in each one. We got a couple chests here, and guys, I am going to mark all the chests. There's quite a lot of hidden loot in Yiga Clan Hideout here, like hot dog. Amazing loot. I mean, we're talking like rupees, gemstones. Just high tier, good quality loot. I'm not sure the pots always have something fun. One arrow. I feel like I'm playing TOTK all of a sudden. Nothing. So yeah, some of these I think were just for bats. There'd be another. I'm not sure there's anything fun, but you know, it's me, so... That's gonna happen. Okay, now that great big tall doorway, that's where we need to go, but first I want to finish my loots. The loots are goods. That weapon will break in about 10 seconds. So I never stock those. Okay, I guess we went around for a full circle. So just to show you the way forward here, we're facing almost hard east. Maybe like slightly east-southeast-ish. That's the room you're looking for. Now, once you get in here, guys, you can't save the game. So you might actually want to drop a hard save out here just in case you figure, you know, it's too difficult or you want to go back out and get something and come back in and try it again. So yeah, drop a hard save out here. Because if they catch you, chances are pretty good you're going to die in here. I've come up with a way of actually killing all these guys so you can get through it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and switch up right now into my stealth set. Full stealth is going to be helpful in here. Tons of bananas in here too, by the way. I've been talking about the need for, like, cooking more attack power meals. That's not going to be a problem after raiding the hideout here. It is nuts how many bananas are in this hideout. Okay, so anyway, what I like to do is just go for it. Get them killed. Now, obviously, attack power meal is going to be bread and butter here. And a good, strong bow. Guys, you're going to want at least a Savage Lionel bow going into this. You know, I've tried it with lower grade bows. It just doesn't work out. So you really have to have the pushing power of a good, strong Savage bow. Now, it can be base, you know, it can be the 32x3, probably even the Great Eagle bow. So if you've already done the Rito, and you've already done that Divine Beast, you've got that Great Eagle Bow, that should do the job. I usually use shock arrows in here just because it stuns them. That way if, you know, for whatever the reason I didn't quite get them dead, I can go finish them while they're going blah, 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 and then it usually works out. I tried my best on that sound effect there. So yeah, just get headshots. Oh no, I think I already messed this up. I was supposed to stasis him first, but I kind of brain farted there. Okay, we're good. So yeah, 3 hits with the Great Eagle Bow does the job. Assuming you've got that attack power meal running. Without an attack power meal, I honestly don't know if that's going to happen in 3 hits. So assuming you can get the bullet time, you're good. You don't need to worry about stasis yet. Right in the nugget. Make sure you get those headshots. Because if you miss a headshot, it does not work out. Ask me how I know. And what do we got up here? A sickle? Yeah, pass. Up here we've got bananas. Tali me banana. Ooh, chest. I like the music in here too. It really sets the mood for, like, you know, as a kid, you were sneaking through the kitchen late at night hoping your parents that were staying up watching TV wouldn't hear you open the cookie jar. This is the kind of music that would have been playing in my head. Absolutely. And I never did that. I was a perfect angel as a child. Terry, it's a good thing I'm retired. Amen, brother, amen. Hey, good morning, Keely. Good to see you today. Alright, so I don't want to waste my attack power meal here. I'm going to get in here with my stealth still running. And I think I like to go right Twix first. Because left Twix, he's more out in the open, whereas right Twix over here, he's like, you can get your hands on him just a little bit easier. Right in the head. Oh no, I'm using the wrong bow! Wow, I got lucky there. I got very lucky there. 1 more millisecond, I would have been dead meat. Me, Link, and my man buns would have been screaming around with our hair on fire. Alright, so anyway, once right Twix is out of the way, I like to go left Twix, and don't forget the guy in the center there, he's caught me more than once. But this guy's gonna do some, like, loop-a-doodle-doos around that column. And I like to wait until he kind of gets back in there a little ways so he's not visible to the guy next to him, which we can't see right now. But he's there. Waiting. Okay, so yeah, right about like so. The Great Eagle Bow is honestly probably the better bow because you can do a better rate of fire. Whereas the Savage Bow, it's got the pushing power, but it takes a while to fire off each shot. And he's going to take his good old time. It's a great opportunity for coffee. Just like clockwork. Okay, we should have 2 more left. It gets a little bit tricky here. I think I like to go back around and get guy in the middle first. Yeah, that feels right. Right in the nugget. And he might even get his attention. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. It's no big deal. He's going to hop over there and he's going to get himself some bananas. And that's okay. He can have his final meal. Oh, about to toast my bow. It's very rare I actually break that bow in a game, but that's okay. We know how to make a new one. Got a swallow bow, a diamond, and I think 5 bundles of wood or something. Back to Gerudo, and they'll make you a new one. It's a beautiful thing. Alright guys, once you've got the room completely cleared out of all things Yiga, there's actually some looting to do in here, and quite a lot. You can actually go back in here a couple of different ways, but there's like this whole upper level in here you really wouldn't even know about unless you looked up. And that's how we get to our bananas. So, I'm going to do exactly that, because I definitely need the bananas. Like, I am just about out of attack-powered meals. That is not okay. I'm going to try to do this quickly, because I want this meal that I'm currently eating, hopefully to get me through the final fight here. There's another chestesses. There's our bananas. And then if you go over this way... Oh, I forgot about the spiky things. No, this isn't the right way in. Hold that thought. This is the way out, not the way in. I think it's only the middle one that yields any kind of anything. Yeah. But guys, the chests in here, worth it. Gold freaking rupee. What? Two gold. Ah, good deal, Wanda. $100 off. Can't beat that. Hey, Atlantis, good to see you today. Ah, got you, Atlantis. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. One way or another, though, you're gonna get it. Yeah, buffering. I'm sorry, DD. Every 5 seconds or so. Okay. Yeah, I think it finally cleared up. It looks like it's... My little red warning light is now gone, which is a good thing. Yeah, you're right about that, Wanda. Having $100 off, it's real hard to say no at that point. Hey, Joker, good to see you today. Yeah, appreciate that, man. How's the construction project going? Alright, I'll go ahead and get back into this, and let's go kill Master Kohga. Peace out, Home Scout. I got 1 minute 45 left. I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I just realized there's, like, more looting to do. Even though we've gotten all this amazing stuff already, we are not yet done with the looting. That is Yiga Clan Hideout. Mighty bananas. There's that banana chest. Then we've got here... Where are you at? We got here... I think there's another one in here somewheres. Might just be those two. Ugh. There's Link and his climbing abilities. Ah, good deal, Joker. Good deal. Yeah, that garage was looking pretty good. I liked the cabinetry in there. Alright, so yeah, no more beeping. Oh, I just realized. I need to go into my condominium. Make sure I didn't miss anything, like, you know, that. I walked right on it, too. See, I thought there was a third chest in here. Okay, now everything's okay again. The world makes sense. And just to make sure I'm not missing this chest... Oh yeah, I am. There's actually one above the doorway. How could I forget? And if I was thinking I might still have some meal left over for that fight, that pretty much just sealed the deal. There will be no meal left over for the fight. That's right above and behind that archway there. The funny thing is that even crossed my mind when I was over here going up that ladder to get back out from behind the spiky things. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll get that in a second. And then that was gone. Forever. Alright, so I think I pretty much cleaned the place out. With the exception of a couple of nanners. And that's probably not in the Sheikah. That's probably not in the Yiga Clan hideout. That's probably like external somewhere. Yeah, that's going out away from the hideout now. So yeah, we got them, guys. I'll show you one quick map overview. It's a lot. Like, that really is a lot of chests. Alright, so for Master Kohga, you're going to want to have some good, strong weaponry going into this fist fight. Savage Bow should do the job. Get out a good, solid two-handed swinging weapon. I feel like I need to use that. Just out of principle. And of course, attack power meal, absolutely. Something with good armor would be preferable, just in case you get smacked a couple of times. And stealth isn't going to help you here anyway. So anyway, to get to Master Kohga, just go ahead and open the door here. Magnesis. And that should kick off some cutscene stuff. Oh, that's approaching man cave territory there, Joker. I hope Ace enjoys it. Hey buddy, you did your man bun wrong. I'm mildly offended. Alright, so, been a while since I've done this fight. There's no picking up these balls yet. At some point it's going to turn into a metal ball. But that's not this. So these are pretty easy to dodge. You don't really have to sprint or anything. As long as you're really not standing still, you should be okay. So really all you got to do is plug him when he goes to try to knock you. And go do whatever damage you can. Rinse, lather, repeat. And sooner or later he'll change attack patterns here. But yeah, it's really kind of just repetition on this one. Patience and repetition. Okay, so this time you gotta time it a little bit. Go ahead and get your shot ready. When he's right overhead, go ahead and loose. That'll get him over to you. Same type of party, guys. Rinse, lather, repeat. Take your time with it. Just go with the motions. It really is kind of a patience game, you know, at the end of the day. I like how he somersaults. Okay, so I think this is when the ball turns into metal. And you just have to do a real quick dine and dash. So you don't have to wait for anything, just get it picked up, let it go, it'll fall on his nugget. And we have to do that twice if I remember right. So pick it up, put it down, good to go. So folks, I genuinely hope that helped you out. I know it can be a tough fight, especially first playthrough. But if you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. Kind of funny that they made this a whole thing in TOTK. Like, I really appreciated that in TOTK. They really, like, brought him into that game. Chasing him all over the depths, having to, you know, keep fighting him was just a lot of fun. I liked how the Yiga Clan had all their little, like, buildings and stuff that you could raid. Ah, good deal, Joker. Good deal. So at this point in the game, it's going to start getting a little bit annoying with Yiga Clan, like, finding you just randomly throughout Hyrule. You know, I liked the concept, I just think it was overdone. It kind of feels like it gets to a point where they just don't leave you alone. Like, every 2 or 3 minutes, they're tracking you down. I mean, it's not quite that bad, but it is, you know, a bit nuisancey. So, anywho, just be ready for that. They're going to be finding you now. And there's our Thunder Helm, guys. We'll have to... I almost had a TOTK moment there and jumped down in there. That does not work here in BotW. But while we're here... I mean, there's kind of this whole thing... which is really kind of sidetracking. There's a shrine here. And, you know, we kind of have our work cut out for us today, especially with going to the Thunder Plateau, so I'm not going to do all that today. We'll come back around here one day. You know, there's another shrine we need to get. Just some loots, you know, that are here. Exploration, of course, Bad Boy Nest, etc. But for now, I think we just need to be responsible. I practice safe gaming. And go do the Thunder Plateau next. Go get our rubber armor. I practice safe gaming with rubber armor. That just made sense in my head somehow. So yeah, Thunder Plateau, guys, just showing on the map where that is. That's, of course, the Ridgeland Tower. And it's always raining and thunderstorming here, so you're not going to want anything metal. No metal. No metal. And, man, I've got to have a better wooden weapon than that. Those don't attract lightning, which is nice. Might as well toast that while we're at it. And stealth would probably be helpful here, I'm guessing. Actually, no. We're going to want the climbing gear once we get there. But since it's nighttime, I'll take advantage of the speed up. And it's always raining there, guys. You can actually see the thunderstorm. It's really cool. Like, it looks legit, too. Thank you so much to whoever did that donation there. Really much appreciated. And they really do stretch that money out. Like, 100% of that money goes straight to that organization. YouTube pitches in a little with, you know, banking fees and whatnot. I don't keep any of that. And they really do stretch that out, so thank you so much for your kindness there. Alright guys, so this is something that I misunderstood on my first, well, many playthroughs. Ouch. What am I still... Oh, shield. That riddle, I took that as if they were talking about the divine beasts when they were talking about the spirits, but apparently they were referring to the orbs. So, you know, many people have reached out in comments over the years to let me know that you do not have to wait until all 4 divine beasts are done for this, like I said in my videos. That was just my understanding of that riddle. So yeah, apologies for that. But I really believed it. Like, I never even second-guessed it in my mind. You know, in my mind, that was solid. I was like, oh yeah, okay, well that makes sense. You know, you have to wait until you're done with the divine beasts. Got it, you know, and I just went with it. So anyway, to get these orbs up on top of the plateau, the way I like to do it is I like to walk around to that area where it's kind of like tapered. And there's a sweet spot you can set the ball down in and smack the ball and get it up and onto the plateau. And I'm sure there's other ways to do it. I just personally have never found another spot. So, so yeah, this is just the way, you know, the only way I know to show it. I'm just looking at all these little ridge lines off to the right. There might be a way to do that from far away. You might have to smack it a few more times, but it kind of sort of looks like those might be angled to get them up there. And of course you got your Enduro frogs. Like, they're all over the place. So you might want stealth for this. I just put the jumpsuit on so I can make the climb easier on the pillars. Hey, put that down. No touching. That's mine. Hey, Link and his butter boots kicking in. So yeah, that sweet spot is right here. Matter of fact, I'm going to mark that. And yeah, it's going to kind of want to roll away from you, but if you're standing there, it'll block it. It's supposed to stop there. What is going on here? I feel like I'm doing aerobics. Like a strength class. Maybe it's this one? Well, let's try it, because I don't remember it rolling away like that. If I'm wrong, we're about to find out. Okay, that worked. So 10 times with a spear. Now, if you're using a stronger weapon, like a two-handed, you know, claymore, you probably don't have to hit it that many times. So be careful not to overhit it, because it will overshoot the thing up there, and you'll have to go find the ball. Again, ask me how I know. But there should be 2 out here, and then 2 on the plateau itself. You know, I'm just going to save a little bit of time here and not... Well, just in case you don't know how to climb in the rain. If you're using the climbing gear or a speed meal, you get 6 steps. You don't have to hit the jump button, slide, 6 steps. Jump, slide, so it's just kind of like you have to make sure you keep counting, because if you're not Johnny on the spot with that jump, then it can just chew up all your stamina, you'll never make it up here. But if you don't have the climbing gear, don't sweat it, just eat a speed meal, you'll get the same effect. A real nice trick to have for climbing in the rain. Oh, Dee Dee, really? Sweating to the oldies. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, that ought to do. Bada bing, bada bing. Oh, look at that. They landed, like, right next to each other. That is classic. I mean, I guess if it, you know, it's hit from the exact same spot, in the exact same angle, with the exact same amount of force, makes sense that it would. Okay, so there's the two. And I see one already glowing over there. The other one should, yep, right up there. And it's kind of hard to see the pictures sometimes. Oh, look at that. I got super lucky there. So you just have to match the pictures. Uh-oh. Danger, Will Robinson. Let's get rid of that, shall we? So it looks like, what, a snail or a nautilus of some sort? So yeah, it's not perfect, but it gives you enough of an idea so you can match the pictures close enough. It's kind of like one of those choose the best answer. And you're like, well, that's open to opinion, ma'am. Quickest way to get that one down is probably just going to be stasis and an arrow. Of course, the other option is climb it. But that feels like a lot of work right now, so whoops. Oh, that took its good old time, didn't it? And I think that's, yep, already matched. So there it is, guys. The Thundra Plateau. I definitely hope that helps you out. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to like the video. Always appreciated. And until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Alright guys, we're going to go into said shrine. We're going to get our rubber armor. And then it's back to Gerudo. So, Dee Dee, you're not alone. That Korok seed in Laurelin Village, that thing is an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I dread that Korok seed. I dread few games in any video game. I dread that Korok seed in Laurelin Village. So, yeah, I definitely feel you there. Alright, Joker. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. We'll catch y'all later. Tell Ace I said what's up. Alright guys, I'm going to take a real quick moment here. I need a refill. Be back in about 1 minute 30 seconds. Maybe 2 minutes. So, Dee Dee, just out of curiosity, like, how do you get those orbs up onto the plateau? Like, do you use one of those angled ridge lines that I was mentioning earlier? I feel really weird talking like this. But my coffee is heating up and I didn't want to, like, sit all the way back down Because when you get older, that's effort, somehow. Yeah, as soon as I read your comment there earlier when you said you've never been able to get the orbs up there via that ledge or whatever I was using, I was like, huh. So there is another way. I was really just racking my brain there trying to figure out like how you approach that. You cut down trees to walk up on that roof. Oh, you're talking about TOTK there, okay. Yeah, I know the feeling, though. When you finally get that seed, it's like... you feel like you just got a Nobel Peace Prize or something. It's crazy. Wanda, I'm not that old. Thank you. I'm in my 50s, so I'm feeling the 50s. Oh, Didi, you know, I never thought to smack those things from the positions they were already in. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Just fool around with that someday. Gotcha, Didi. Okay, yeah, that gives me a lot of ideas, though. Thanks for sharing all that. One thing I love about this game is even like a decade in, we're still finding new tricks and tips and learning from each other. I absolutely love this game. It will never die. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back into this here. Get myself out of the way one more time. See you later, alligator. Alright, so what am I doing? That's right, shrine time. It's high time for shrine time. The Toh Yahsa Shrine. Wow, the Thunder of Plateau tried to zap me on the way in. Like smacking me with a towel on the way out the door or something. Welcome back, folks, to Buried Secrets. Okay, this one, you kind of have to be careful not to blow up too many blocks. I have done that. It is not awesome. So the first thing I want to do is go get our hidden deal here. There's a nice little hidey hole for a treasure chest here. Booyah, baby. And that is the coveted rubber piece that we're missing. So I now have the full set. That is now high level electrical protection. That means you can take a direct hit from lightning. You can hold metal weapons. It won't hurt you whatsoever. Anything and everything that's electrical, you're completely immune. The electrical dancing idiots can no longer harm you. The only thing that can still hurt you technically is going to be a shock arrow. It's not because of the electricity, but the blunt force of the arrow is still going to do damage. But it won't electrocute you, so you won't drop your weapons and all that. So anyway, it's just a really good super suit to have for all things electrical, guys. This is going to be my bread and butter in the Thunderblight Ganon fight, because he dishes out plenty of electrical attacks. If you're immune, you don't want to have to worry about all that. So I'll go in there with that, the attack power meal, and it'll just be easy peasy. There's one more treasure chest in here somewheres. I don't think I can see it from down here, so hold that thought. And I always seem to get it stuck on that ledge over there. So I'm going to try to approach this one from a more direct angle so it doesn't get stuck on that ledge right there. Hopefully it'll just hit that darkened area of the wall and that'll be the end of it. A couple of arrows ought to do. Booyah, baby. Oh, that should be it for treasure chests. Alright, getting back to, not blowing up too many blocks. Notice I still have, like, a little bit of a land bridge going on over there. It's because you can't really get up there, via this. It's too low. So unless you have another block to jump onto, you just can't do it. So anyway, once you've got that uncovered, go ahead and start blowing up all these blocks. Oop. And we're going to need that switch to get out. So go ahead and use that metal block to hold that down. And that'll get us on out of here. So folks, I know that one is definitely tricky, but I definitely hope it helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, always appreciated. And until the next time, best of luck, and happy hunting. Hopefully I don't blow myself up with bombs here. Booyah, baby. So, Miss Drummer Girl, to answer your question, high level electrical is all we need for the Thunderblight Ganon fight. You do not need to upgrade it. It would be the same as drinking, say, a high level electrical, electric defense, which I don't even know if I have any of those cooked right now. I don't. Wow, guys, I'm down to like a half a page of meals. That is very rare for me. That is a rare sight. I never do this. I never let it get to this point. Ever. This is nuts. Wowzers. I don't know when our next blood moon is. So I'm not going to wait for a blood moon, but I do need to do a little bit of cooking. Like, that is just not acceptable. So anyway, yeah, getting back to your question there. It acts the same. So whether you're using a high level, meal or elixir for electrical defense, or you're using the rubber armor, notice on the central part of my screen there under my stamina and that little temperature gauge, I've got that little zappy icon with the 3 little blue bars under it. So that's just telling you that you've got high level electrical defense. So that's not completely unshockable, but you don't have to worry about the electrical attacks with that. So if I take off one piece, you see that little thing in the middle there. Now it's only got the 2 little blue bars underneath the zappy thingy icon. That won't quite cut it. You're still going to get zapped. You're still going to drop your weapons. You've got to have high level. Now, as far as getting struck by lightning, that might be where it needs to be upgraded. The set bonus to the rubber armor is unshockable. And so, yeah, I may have misspoken there earlier. That might not be enough to keep you safe from the lightning, you might actually have to have that set bonus to become lightning proof. Let's see, just on a whim. I'm not quite sure if I've got enough to upgrade this, but at least I can show you guys the requirements. Yeah, Keely, I was thinking about that too with the Master Kohga fight. Good stuff. Whoops. Yeah, come on, Blood Moon. No kidding, Wanda. Keely, yep. So let's see here. Where is my zappy thingies? Yep, I can definitely get phase 1 done. Man, she's got quite a hairdo. It's oddly familiar somehow. Like I've seen that in a movie or something before. Maybe a singer? Maybe from an 80s hair band that I've long forgotten since. Alright, so the first round's pretty straightforward. Ooh, I'm 5 chew jelly short. That's okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. And I'm going to use the water to do that. Might as well get a few extra while I'm at it. Go back in. And you know what, just to make sure I'm giving out good information, I'm not going to completely upgrade this to set bonus. I mean, you guys can see what's involved now, so, you know, I might even upgrade 2 pieces just for the extra defense rating. But I want to run the fight without the set bonus just to make sure I'm thinking about this correctly. But I'm 99% sure I am because I've gone in there with the attack clothing. So in other words, I didn't have the rubber set yet. I went in there with like the barbarian armor or the phantasma, whatever that thing's called, armor, which also, you know, gives you high level attack power. And I've eaten the electrical defense meal. And I ran the fight just fine as far as I can remember, you know, unless I'm remembering this wrong. So yeah, either way, I don't want the set bonus. Let's go run the fight without and make sure that's accurate. Yeah, no kidding, Keely. Like, Link would have to escape the bun. It's craziness. Oh yeah, you only need 2 pieces of the clothing on, by the way. To go into Gerudo Town, you can absolutely wear your sand boots. And they will not kick you out. It's a beautiful thing. And I've been slacking. I have been amiss in my duties. Remiss in my duties. I normally like to do this, like, right away, as soon as I get to Gerudo Town, because it takes time for them to respawn. So, like, if I'm low on anything, I just buy them up. Or get ahead a little, even. So yeah, that starts the clock ticking now for those coming back, especially the ice arrows. I can't survive without my ice arrows. Alright guys, before we actually get into this, I am going to do just a little bit of cooking. Get a couple attack power meals going there, just in case I need them. I'll do one more. And then I'll wait for Blood Moon for the rest of those. I wanted to show you guys the electrical defense, just in case you're, you know, thinking that you want to run that instead of the rubber armor, which is totally fine. I think it's 4 Zap Shrooms does the job for high level. Booyah, baby. You can also use the Volt Fruit, I think. But I don't think it runs as strong as the Zap Fruit. Let's find out. No, it does not. Okay, that's right. The Volt Fruit is a little bit of a weaker deal. So don't use Volt Fruit, and now you know. See? I do these things so you don't have to. You might even be able to mix and match those a little bit, like 3 Zap Shroom and 2 Volt Fruit might get you the high level. And then Volt Fin Trout, that's another good, strong ingredient. I don't even think I have any for electrical defense. Ooh, I do have 1. So you could toss, you know, 3 of those into a cooking pot with 1 of the 2 mushrooms or fruits and you'd be fine. There is a way to make a high-level elixir. You toss a butterfly or an electric darner in with a monster part, say Bobkin Guts, or any guts really for that matter. And then you can toss 3 Volt Fin Trout in with that. That's a good high-level elixir. If you don't have the fish, you can toss in 3 of those. That's a good high-level elixir. And that's pretty much it, I think, for shock resistance. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to cook. Extra hearts. I think I've got another meal or 2 of those, so yeah, I'm good there. Make sure you pack a little extra stam. You might need it. And I think we're golden. You know what? Experience is telling me maybe I should just go ahead and cook some of this up. You're not missing much for not having the Blood Moon. It only gives you 1 extra heart. It's not the end of the world. If you don't have that 1 extra heart container. I like to be safe, not sorry. So yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we're squared away here on meals. That looks a little bit better. Not so claustrophobic anymore. I feel like I need some more green stam. I'm going to cook a couple of those up. Cooking with lure. Bam! Alright guys, that's it. I'm good now. I feel super comfortable with that. So again, you can run this fist fight with, you know, I'll talk about all that later. For right now, let's just go ahead and get the next part of this deal going. So now notice the princess is no longer in her seat. Somebody let her out of her cage, and that is not okay. Actually, before I dive into this, I'm going to catch up on a little bit of chat here, drink some coffee, and you guessed it, time for emergency chocolate. I buy it for a reason. Nom, 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 nom. They really do, Keely. They really do. Same thing with Master Mode here. It seems like the Blood Moons are more frequent. Yeah, no kidding, Keely. Her hair is ridiculously tall. It kind of does, Wanda. It kind of does. I forgot about that CC hat in TOTK, but it's not far off. Hey, Sunny family, good to see you today. Happy Sunday. That almost fell out of my mouth, by the way. That's why I was like a cat. Dee Dee. Emergency chocolate for boss fights, yes. Junk food is authorized. Alright, guys, I'll get myself out of the way one more time. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh, I gotta wash that down with coffee. Hold that thought. Delicious. Alright guys, to kick off the next part of the deal here, go ahead and talk to Princess Riju one more time. Guys, this is a trap. You're better off not answering this question ever. You're welcome.
Ah, well, you certainly got here fast. I should have expected as much, from the princess's own appointed knight. She was out on a survey all day today. Still as the sands now. So, spill it, boy. Have the two of you been getting along all right? It's okay, I know. Your silence speaks volumes. She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back. It makes her feel like a failure when it comes to her own destiny. Don't worry, it's not like you carry blame in any of this. It's unfortunate. She's put in more than enough time. Ever since she was a young girl, she's gone through rigorous daily routines to show her dedication. She once passed out in the freezing waters trying to access this sealing power. And she has nothing to show for it. That's the motivation driving her research. I'd be doing the same thing. She really is quite special. You be sure to protect her with your life. It's quite the honor. The night brings a chill. It's probably time we take her in. Or...
Rabusa! What was that? Did you feel that? Wait, what? How did you... What are you doing here? What's so funny?
Huh?
Ooh.
Oh. Zap? Follow me. Don't fall behind. Strength. wander off. Good, Link. That's it. Good, Link. Unfortunately, I cannot appease Naboris on my own. I have no choice but to entrust the rest to you. Don't let us down, Link.
Well, well, well. You sure do. I can't wait to see you take... one thing at a time. Head over to that guidance stone. Good work getting the map of the terminals that control Naboris are no- Take Naboris back by active- You're ready for this.
Thank you so much for letting me know, Wanda. Yes, my mic was off. I've been sitting here talking this entire time. I had an amazing conversation with myself. But yeah, so that happened. So I muted myself so I could blow my schnoz. No. Yeah, autosaves aren't going to be very helpful here. Every time you get a chest, there's an autosave, so it's not like I can back this up and start over. Well, thanks for letting me know, guys, because yeah, that just would have gone on forever. So much fun being me. Atlantis. I was locked in, alright. Alright, what's over... Oh yeah, we don't need to do the neck just yet. Hold that thought, I want to go here first. Ooh, attack up. That's hard to pass up. Like, how do you choose? If all things are considered equal, get rid of the long throw. Okay, while we're out here, I do want to go get one more nice little hidey hole. Booyah, baby. Go back the way we came, and I'll take that little elevator thing. Get back to the top. Squeak! Okay, so since this is already electrified, that means these things are already in the correct position. That green bar should be at the top. And if you turn this one way, it moves one side. If you turn it the other way, it moves the other side. So you just really have to go both ways until it connects. And you're going to have to stop moving like early, because it keeps going after you stop for a little ways, maybe like an extra eighth of a turn. So stop about an eighth of a turn short and it should line up just about right. Then go the other direction. Hey, wait a minute. Aw, man, am I going the same way? Bloopers. I'm having moments today. Yo-ho, me hearties, yo-ho! Yo-ho-ho-ho, a pirate's life for me. Yeah, Dee Dee, I think about that all the time. Like, how fun was it going to work every day to design these things? To, like, bring what was in your mind into the digital world, exactly the way you envisioned it. Like, that had to be fun. I know, Leo Wiley, I know that. I know that feeling. My daughter's like, Dad, I had a complete conversation with you yesterday about this. I'm like, wait, was it when I was playing Breath of the Wild? She was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry. Apparently, I talked back and, like, answered her. But, yeah, no memories whatsoever. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. So yeah, we're going to want to take our elevator right to the top here, and this is why we had to walk through the inside of the neck to kill that eyeball thingy, because otherwise the muck would have been in the way up here. and this would not have been accessible. So, get your terminal.
There are 4 terminals remaining.
And this is when I kind of like to cheat the system just a little bit. I like to fly out and around the Divine Beast. Fly past the humps here. And go back and around to the rear hump. Wait a minute. I need to make sure that thing is in the right configuration first. Yeah, it is. So the tail should be down just like that. Couple of chests here. First things first, we gotta turn the power on. And I'm gonna do the top one last so I don't accidentally, you know, electrocute myself. Because that has never happened before in my entire life. Ever. So the first bottom 2, I guess, come back toward Link. And then the top 2 have to go out and away from Link. Just like so. And then there's actually another chest. I'm gonna break that connection real quick. Wait, why didn't that turn off? Oh, I guess that stays connected, okay. There's another chest, like, under here that you have to fly down to. But I don't remember having to come back here, like, more than once. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. I feel like I'm going to be taking an extra step here. Maybe not. Yeah, because if I jump down and get that chest, then I can't get back up here. So yeah, I'm just going to go with it. This feels right. Oh, hold that thought. See, this isn't right. Breaking that connection should have broken this connection. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so maybe I turned the wrong tube thing. Okay, we're good now. Please excuse our mess while we renovate. So go ahead and reconnect that, and we should be standing exactly where we need to be as soon as that thing spins back around into view. I don't even know if you guys can see that through the YouTube there. Any day now. There it goes. Alright, that gets us in through the front door here. And there's some to-dos. Where are you at? Okay, I'm going to want to grab two things from here. One is the chest, of course. Actually, I might be able to get that from up here. Yes. So you don't need to try to play the elevator game. That's much easier to just scoop it up from up here. I think in my first series I showed it trying to, you know, get the timing right with the elevator. It was incredibly difficult. So with that, go ahead and use the electrified orb, and that'll get this... Whoop. That'll get this thing flowing back and forth. And then you can just drop the ball down. Actually, hold on. I might want to use that on this side, possibly? Yeah, before I drop it down, I'm going to make sure. I don't think I need it, but... Man, it's been a while since I've been in this Divine Beast, like... I thought it would be like riding a bike. But I'm like second-guessing everything. Oh, wait a minute. Electric arrow, I think, takes care of that door. Yeah, this is the room where we need the 2 orbs. Okay, I know what we're doing now. I'm smelling what they're cooking. That's right, this one has 2 floors. One's got the terminal.
There are 3
There's our other electrified ball. But before we do that, let's get this one. And... I'm gonna hold that there just so that this thing keeps going back and forth. I really want this chest. I'm not sure how else to get up here to get it. Oh, that's right. You can spin this thing to connect this, and that'll keep the thing running also. Kinda forgot about that step. Oops. There we go. That does the same thing as keeping the orb there, without having to keep the orb there. Alright, good deal. So now we can toss these orbs down into the bottom there. And that should keep this thing moving back and forth. Yes. Where'd the other one go? Hopefully I already fell down in there. Yep, good to go. Oh, hold on. Yikes! Kind of forgot about that. Good news, they're not super tanky. Ouch. Okay, so after those orbs are squared away, another terminal, bye-bye.
There are 2.
And that opens everything up. The doors stay open, all the elevators keep working just fine. So you're pretty much free now to kind of get around in here as needed. We're not quite done with terminals yet. We got 2 more in the lower section, so I'll go down and hit those next, not to mention some more treasure chests. But as far as the humps go, we're pretty much done for the time being. Now I do want to go down and get that treasure chest I keep talking about. Let's break that circuit. Hopefully that'll lower the tail here. And then it should be right underneath. Aha! Alright, so yeah, I was correct to hold off on this. Because we can't get back up from down here. If that makes sense. Alright guys, and with that tail in the down position, we've got 1 more hanging chest. This one is incredibly difficult to get. Now there may be other ways, but the only way I know to get it is to stasis the chest. Go ahead and sever the rope or whatever's holding it up. And then all I know how to do here is just spam. Like, just push that A button as fast as you humanly can, and it usually catches it. I've only ever had that miss like 1 time. I had to reload a save and try it again, but it worked. But it's an ancient core, so it's worth your efforts there to make sure you scoop up that chest. Anywho, moving on from that. Oops. So now on the rear part, the rear ring, go ahead and spin that around so that you can get up here, get some more goodies. Spin that 2 more times, I think. And that gets us into a terminal room. Booyah. 1 more time so we can actually stand up and turn the thing on. Bada bing, bada bang.
Just 1.
And then you gotta turn that thing all the way back around again so you can get back out of this thing. Because this way ain't gonna let you out, it's barred. Oh, 1 more time, whoops. I love the music to this Divine Beast. Always have. Oh, another one. I like the delayed response there. Getting pushed back. Awesome. Alright. I try to get those center chests from here. Yes. Made it. So now move the center, I think. Oh no. I didn't quite go the way I thought it was going to go. That's okay, it worked out. Oh, look at that. That's tough to pass up. I probably don't need 2 attack power up Gerudo bows anymore. I have no idea which one has more damage on it. It's usually the one on the right. So, like, out of the 2 Gerudo bows, it's going to be the one, like, further down on the list. Usually. Let's see how good my fancy footwork is here. Well, that worked out. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Small adjustments. Booyah, baby. Ancient Shaft. Okay, Sheikah Slate is done beeping, which means all of the treasure chests are now taken care of. From here, it's just really that final terminal. And I'm not quite sure what position it's in right now. Okay, it's where it needs to be. So we need to flip this room around. Center 2 more times. Wait a minute. No, that was actually wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do this the less confusing way. We're gonna turn this one around so that we're standing on that. Then we're gonna turn the center around. Man, how am I forgetting this? I'm really brain farting here, guys. Apologies. Let me get right. I was way overthinking that entire process. All you really have to do is go to this one and then turn it right side on its head. And you'll be on the correct walkway platform thing here. Jeepers. And then you just got to use that middle section to basically get around to it. Okay, now we're good. It is like riding a bike, but you might fall off once or twice, you know. But you'll get back on and you'll get it done.
Take a good look at your map, but overconfident.
So, let's see here. One more final terminal, and that's ball game. Now, guys, I'm going to get into just a little bit of preparations for the final fight, because honestly, that Thunderblight Ganon, he's tough. So, always drop a hard save here, just in case you decide you want to back out of the fight, you know, you didn't waste any meals or anything. But what I recommend is going in here with 2 superpowers running. So you're going to want either your Barbarian armor or the Phantasma armor, you know, the attack power clothing, which I don't have right now. But if you have one of those, you can don that and then eat an electrical attack or an electrical defense meal. Make sure it's high level. Or on the flip side, you can wear the electrical defense clothing, which in this case is the rubber armor. And then you can eat the attack power meal. So notice in the center of the screen there, right under my stamina wheels, under the little temperature gauge, I've got high level electrical defense and I've got high level attack power. So that's your bread and butter, guys. Go into this fight with that and you'll be good to go. You're going to want your strongest weaponry. You know, it's probably going to be something ancient, because he's considered an ancient enemy. But if you don't have all that, no harm, no foul. Just whatever your strongest weaponry is, you know, whatever fits your playstyle the best. If you like the one-handed swinging weapons, go in with the strongest of that. If you like the two-handed claymores, you know, spear, just whatever you have, best of the best. I'll probably just go ahead and choose a battle axe. And then attack power meal running on top of that. There's going to be a lot of extra attack power going into that. Extra hearts never hurt no one. Absolutely. On top of all that, I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, bow. Yeah. Bow's going to be another good thing to have going in. Again, just whatever your strongest bow is. It doesn't have to be a savage bow. Just whatever your highest attack power bow is. It's going to be helpful. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get into this fight, guys. It's a tough fight, I know. But if you just kind of slow it down a little bit and go through the motions, you should be able to get through it okay. And, you know, give it a few tries. If it's just not working out, reload that save. And then you didn't waste any meals or anything, you know, you can go out, you can go do some cooking. Get yourself better prepared, come back later. You know, there's a fast travel gate here now. And then you can re-engage the fight later on when you're better prepared. So the very first thing I'm going to do, guys, is take out a real good shield.
Stay on your edge, Link.
And I'm just going to let him come to me.
Made by Ganon.
And I'm going to go in with a one-handed swinging weapon, actually initially. I kind of forgot about that. You need a one-handed swinging weapon in order to pair with a shield.
Fight for your life. And it's death.
And since I have it, I am going to go in with an ancient sword. Because there's a hidden 50% damage multiplier, so it's actually comparable to that. You know, another 50% on top of that is going to be 60. Attack power meal stacks with that. You can even put on the ancient clothes for more attack power. The problem is then you don't have the electrical defense. So yeah, me personally, I would recommend going in, you know, with the electrical defense. But again, just let him come to you. And guys, this is why we have electrical defense running, so that he cannot harm us with this attack right here, because normally that would send Link's weapons flying. It's just a nightmare. So yeah, as soon as he does that, go ahead and swing away, bat his shield away. Just do as much damage as you can. This is where the bow is going to come in handy. You can do a little bit of extra damage, you know, while you're getting down to him. And look at that, guys. He's already half done. So now this is where having the electrical defense is going to be very crucial. This next part is not easy. Okay, get yourself up here as quickly as possible. Come on, Link. There you go. And don't worry about that health bar, guys. It's master mode. It's going to happen. I'm just going to actually let it go so you can see it's not the end of the world. And I just got electrocuted there. Which means the rubber armor does not protect against this electrical attack, apparently. Yeah, wow, it's zapping me good there. Okay, so I guess that answers the earlier question as to whether or not you have to upgrade this thing. So I guess if you want the immunity from that particular attack, the rubber armor alone isn't enough. You're going to have to get that set bonus, Unshockable. So I was not sure about that, so thank you for posing the question earlier. So now we know, and hopefully, you know, I'm giving out better information now than my first instinct. So anyway, guys, when he's in this attack mode... Oh, the reason I wanted to let him regen was so I could show you guys just how much in Master Mode they do regen. It's only going to let him regen up to 50% of what he lost, max. So he doesn't completely re-heal. So I just wanted to show that. You know, in Master Mode, it's very stressful when you see that health bar going back up. You're like, doggone it, you know. You start getting upset, you know, you start feeling like you have to rush the fight. Guys, don't sweat it. It's only going to go up so far. And we're going to continue dishing a lot of damage on him. Ouch. So, you know, we're going to be okay anyway. Okay, so enough jibber jabber. I noticed my attack power meal is really starting to run out here. So let me get back up topside here and get myself back in position to actually finish the fight. So this part's really tricky, unfortunately. You've got to pick up one of these spiky things. You've got to get it far away from you so it doesn't hurt you. And you've got to try to get it over to him as quickly as possible before he electrifies it. And see, I didn't do that anywhere near quickly enough. So it helps to be kind of close-ish to him. In fact, this might be easier done on the ground or from the center column. Again, I've kind of forgotten the steps here. Let me get back up here and try to get in a better position for that. Because you don't have a lot of time. Once that thing drops, you kind of have to have that spiky thing kind of like on him already. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There it is! So once you get that, just go ahead and, guys, bow and arrow, because that slows the fight down. You've got all the time in the world up here to do all this damage. So that's how I personally like to do this. Now, you know, if you don't have the bow power and all that, you can just get over here, you know, finish the fight the way we started it. Oh, this is not okay. That is going to wreck my shield. So yeah, you want to avoid that hitting your shield at all costs. So anyway, you just kind of finish the fight the way it started. He'll throw that at you. He'll come at you with that shield out. Bat his away. Oh, nuts. And then get him done that way. So just a couple of different options there for you. But as long as you got that attack power meal running, you've got better weaponry coming into this, you've got the proper defenses going in, That should really help make it 100 times easier. So folks, I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking that one final moment to like, share, subscribe, comment. I always appreciate those things. And until the next time, happy hunting. Alright, I'll go ahead and let all these cutscenes play out. That's going to take a few minutes. Grabbing my heart container for all that trouble. Actually, I want to make sure I didn't miss any chests or anything. I don't see my Sheikah Slate beeping. Yeah, we're good. Excuse me.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor and skill, my soul is free, and Naboris is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have no tolerance for unfinished business. I've waited so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the moment when I incinerate Ganon into a pile of ash. Which reminds me, I wanted to give you a little something. Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's Fury. It will no doubt be of use to you. Both you and the princess, I know you have suffered much regarding what happened to us champions. But this is how things had to happen. No one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands that. Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know I couldn't be more proud of her. You take good care of the princess. Oh, and also, take good care of Hyrule.
I love the cutscenes in this game. They never get old.
Naboris, legend of the Gerudo, celebrated over ages. And you, who were named to honor her, you are a legend as well. Isn't that right, Naboris? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally. Once we've established a lock on that thing, it will be up to Link to keep Ganon occupied until the moment we unleash our strike. That moment is going to be so delicious.
Alright guys, second favorite superpower of the game. I absolutely love Urbosa's Fury. Only thing I hate about it is the weapon slam, you know, it just chews up weapons a little bit, but worth it, you know, it's got that radius to it, it just does a lot of damage. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway guys, I know I missed a lot of chat here, wow. Like, as I was cutscening, I was like, oh my goodness, I need to read all this. So, I'm gonna do that with y'all here before I cut the stream. Yeah, Atlantis, they really did. A lot of passion went into this game. Like, it really shows in the details. The devil is in the details. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, they're short, but they're very involved. Like, if that makes sense. So yeah, they were just really well done. Yep, you know me well, Leah. I definitely would have mentioned chocolate or something. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, Atlantis, I know what you mean, though. Like, very few games just call to me. Very few. Skyrim does it for me. Subnautica does it. Pretty much all the games I play on my channel do it for me. At least the ones that I've completed and made game guides for. But this one, I don't know, just really, really called to me. Like, I could not wait to pick the controller back up every time I turned the game off. Definitely awesome. The gold rupees were all found and Hyrule is safe again. Keely, good stuff. Talking about your husband there, I love it. Yeah, Atlantis, wow, coming to Gerudo and doing Vah Naboris first? Ooh. That would have been a tough fight. Keely, nice. Scaring your dog away when you're playing. Good stuff, good stuff. I do the same thing, Leah. I do the same thing. When, like, I can't see around the corner, I will actually, like, start doing this with my body, and then whoever's sitting next to me on the couch is like, what are you doing? Shut up! Yeah, Dee Dee, dang, I'm glad you found me through the shrine videos, because those shrines... many of my Breath of the Wild hours was spent running around aimlessly in shrines, just trying to figure out what we were supposed to do. So many hours. That's actually what prompted me to start making Breath of the Wild videos, believe it or not. I was like, okay, you know, it took me about 36 cumulative hours to figure out this one shrine. Like, I've got to be able to just make a video and make this so much easier for someone else. So yeah, guys, I know I make it look easy, but there were many wasted hours going into that you never knew about. Step 1, run away. That is oftentimes step 1. Yeah, the lightning is terrifying. You're not wrong, Keely. Hey, Shauna Ruff, good to see you again. I hope I didn't miss you. Not quite sure how long you've been there. Hope all's well going in your world there. That didn't come out in the right order. Hope all is going well in your world there. Ah. Oh, wow, Keely. I've never done that with my weapons. With the lightning, that's crazy. Keely, you said love her. I think you're talking about Urbosa. Yeah, she's awesome. She's definitely awesome. Oh, Wanda, you needed wakey, huh? Yeah, we really didn't have much opportunity for that. I guess we could have said that when Ganon was coming out, but did not cross my mind. Terry. So your wife gives you a little bit of breathing room there when you're gaming, I guess. Smart lady. Oh, wow, Dee Dee. Yeah, those major tests of strengths. It took me a long time to come up with some kind of method. Like, once I figured out electricity, I was like, okay, that helps. But yeah, I was just getting my butt handed to me. I was getting wrecked in those shrines. Yeah, the minor tests of strength, okay? That didn't even get to the majors yet. I was getting my butt handed me into the minor tests of strength. I was like, this is ridiculous. It's minor. Like, what am I missing? And then, yeah, I figured out electricity, and then I was like, okay. Now I can work with this. But yeah, it was not obvious to me. That definitely took some figuring out. Dying endlessly. Good way to put it. Absolutely. Dee Dee. I mean, yeah, technically I did say it. Wakey, eggs and bakey. Which I have not had my eggs and bakey yet today, so with that I should probably get going here. Yeah, I'm with you, Keely. I really enjoy Gerudo. And I think it was... Shroom Girl? You know, I get names wrong all the time, so I apologize if that wasn't right. But, asked me in comments a couple of days ago what was my favorite, like, area or region or Divine Beast or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's tough because they're all awesome. Like, in their own right, they're all amazing. But, like, aesthetically, I really like Zora's Domain. I love it. It's blue. It glows. Done. Like, so yeah, Zora's Domain absolutely does it for me. I love the aesthetics of Zora's Domain, the whole area. You know, some of the plants glow. It's just beautiful at night. I like the music in Zora's. It's just awesome. But if you're talking about, like, everything that it has to offer, I'm probably going to have to go with Gerudo. You know, I love Urbosa's Fury. I love the Gerudo Desert. I just, you know, there's a lot there. The Radiant set, the super suit stuff, it's just all here. A good second to that would probably be Rito. You know, same type of thing. They've got good stuff there. You get the Great Eagle Bow. So yeah, it's just hard to nail that down. But aesthetically, I love going back to Zora's. I can just hang out in Zora's and eat a sandwich and just let the music play and listen to all the waterfalls going. Just look at it, you know, it's gorgeous. Alright, Keely needs her Starbucks. So on that note, I need my eggs and bakies. So guys, yeah, definitely just wanted to say thank you one more time for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hope you guys have a good week, especially. And we'll see you back next weekend. Not sure where we're going next. World is our oyster. If anybody wants to leave comments in the replay video or on the live tab or whatever, and, you know, give me suggestions, I'm always open to that. Nothing's coming right to mind that's super urgent right now. So yeah, I guess we'll just kind of go from there. Anyway, guys, just thank you one more time. One final reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Always appreciated. And until the next time, best of luck. Happy hunting. It's a beautiful day for Starbucks. Here it's a little warm. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely agreed. Yep, see y'all. Thanks again, guys. Peace out, everybody.